The debate around Shetland Sheepdog tail docking pros and cons. Shetland Sheepdog tail docking pros and cons. The practice of tail docking in Shetland Sheepdogs has been a topic of debate among dog enthusiasts and veterinarians. Tail docking is the surgical removal of a portion of a dog's tail, typically done when they are still puppies, often for cosmetic reasons. While some argue that tail docking is necessary for certain breeds, others believe it is a cruel and unnecessary practice. In this article, we will explore the pros and cons of Shetland Sheepdog tail docking. Proponents of tail docking argue that it serves several purposes. One of the primary reasons cited is injury prevention. Shetland Sheepdogs are an active and agile breed, known for their high energy levels. Having a long tail can pose a risk for injury, particularly in working or hunting dogs that may be prone to getting their tails caught in underbrush or in places where they can be easily stepped on or tangled. Supporters of tail docking believe that by removing a portion of the tail, the risk of injury is significantly reduced. Another argument in favor of tail docking is for hygiene reasons. It is believed that having a shorter tail can make it easier to keep the area clean and prevent fecal matter from getting trapped. Shetland Sheepdogs are known to have thick, fluffy tails, and docking them can simplify the grooming process as well. On the other hand, opponents of tail docking argue that the procedure is unnecessary and can cause physical and emotional harm to the dog. They advocate for the natural preservation of a dog's tail, maintaining that it is an integral part of their body and contributes to their overall well-being. By removing a portion of the tail, opponents argue that dogs may experience chronic pain, difficulty in communicating through body language, and even potential nerve damage. Furthermore, critics of tail docking assert that the practice is primarily done for cosmetic reasons. They argue that the perception of beauty varies from person to person and that altering a dog's appearance to conform to certain aesthetic ideals is an unnecessary procedure. They believe that a dog's natural tail should be celebrated and appreciated, rather than modified to meet human standards of attractiveness. It is essential to note that tail docking is illegal or heavily regulated in many countries due to concerns about animal welfare. For instance, in countries like the United Kingdom, tail docking can only be done if deemed necessary for medical purposes or when performed by a veterinarian. The practice is prohibited in most European nations, Canada, and Australia. In conclusion, Shetland Sheepdog tail docking is a contentious issue with valid arguments on both sides. Proponents argue that it helps prevent injuries and improves hygiene, while opponents assert that it is unnecessary and harmful. Ultimately, the decision to dock a Shetland Sheepdog's tail should be made on a case-by-case basis, taking into consideration the individual dog's needs and overall well-being. It is crucial to consult with a veterinarian and consider the legal and ethical implications before making such a decision.